It's Myleene Klass! Let me just say, you've never had a baby. You've never had a baby. She's never had a baby. She's had a baby? Never had a baby.
Big pants pulled up to here.
You're looking fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You've got a CD out, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Myleene's Music for Mothers. There we go. That, by amazing coincidence, is coming out just before Mother's Day, isn't it?
Well, timing-wise, I didn't time my pregnancy that way, but I have been in the studio, and
Right.
it was a good name.
Yeah, yeah. And you play a Joanna on this and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, ning, 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 ning.
Yeah.
Such a fantastic. Another look, there we go. Fantastic. You're like a production line at the moment, aren't you? All right, what do you do for Ricky, what do you do for Mother's Day?
What do I do for Mother's Day? I'll probably take my mum and the family for a meal.
Beautiful. John?
I'll probably send my mom Myleene's album.
Oh, good.
You are such a pro.
And she'll buy her mother my book. And then we'll all go with Ricky and have lunch.
It's all true, this entire thing. No, 'cause I send my mum flowers every Sunday. I do.
Every Sunday?
And a card every single Sunday.
Really?
As if it's Mothering Sunday, just in case it is. I can never remember any of these. I'm hopeless. Now, it's fantastic. You started out, shot to fame, in old heresy. Now, here's a question about that. All the top bands of the last few years have got back together. Take that, got back together. Led Zepp, Spice Girls. Chat show question number one. Any chance of hearsay getting back together at any point in the future? You can say no if you want.
I know for a fact it's a no already.
Right,
I've heard the whispers. I know you're devastated, but...
It's not going to happen. Yeah, because you're doing really well, so you don't need to do it.
No, they're all doing well, so...
Yeah, I ran into Danny, actually, the other day. And I asked for his insurance details, but unfortunately, it wasn't his minicab. Now, you've left all that behind. You should play classical music, and
yes.
now you're presenting as well.
Yes.
You're presenting everything, and did the BAFTAs the other night. You were on the One Show with TV's biggest anchor, Adrian Charles, weren't you?
I'm a little bit slower with the baby brain, but...
Oh, you got a baby brain in
A little bit,
Because
yeah.
you like sleep deprivation and everything.
Totally.
Fantastic.
Totally understand why it's a form of torture.
Yeah, Ricky, you got kids? You got a little boy?
I've got a little boy, yep.
Beautiful.
7,
John,
yep.
do you want to have children?
Someday, maybe.
You do know where they come from?
There's always a turkey baster.
Ah, Yeah, they don't come out of a turkey base.
No, but what makes them can.
You went into labour on the show, is that right?
I did, whilst wearing an Elvis costume. It wasn't quite how I planned it.
And the baby left the building, as it were. Lots of people don't know about you, Myleene, because apart from your classical music and all that, you're into astronomy, aren't you? Space and all that.
Yeah. My dad used to be a captain, and
Right.
I used to go to sea with him, and he used to point out the constellations, and I just thought it was quite epic, and I got into it that way. But it's good, because
Right.
you get to go to some pretty interesting places. I got to use the Pope's telescope.
The Pope's telescope?
Yes. There's no other way of saying it.
Hey, I don't want to go there.
Shut up!
One man I don't want to go near.
Shut up about the Pope's telescope. Yeah, so you like to look out into the distance to see the fading stars and all that in the distance? Dancing Nights, ITV1, 7:15 Sundays. Knocking about. No, seriously, do you think it's a good thing? Would you box ever, Myleene? Would you do that?
Well, no, because I got flaky arms.
Right.
I'd aim for there and end up there, but...
Yeah. Wow. You could be on Torchwood with that, couldn't you?
Again. Oh, my. No, but it's really cool.
It's not normal. Now, because the thing is, you are now a yummy mummy, though, aren't you? Yeah, yummy, mummy, yummy, mummy, yummy, mummy, You're Britain's yummiest mummy, and you're a lovely little, beautiful little girl. What's her name?
Ava.
Oh, it's a beautiful British name. And is she an inspiration to you?
Yeah, she is, yeah. I can't believe I grew her.
And you, as a result, wrote a book. There we go. Yeah. Myleene Klass, My Bumper Me. Fantastic. And tell us about the book so we don't have to read it.
OK. It's a diary that I kept during my pregnancy.
Right.
And I just thought, so many of the books, they were so technical, and they'd just turn around and say, you might be feeling a bit hormonal, but they'd never cover that section.
Right.
And so I thought... You're still with me on this? I just thought that it would be nice to write something from just a very normal perception. If you were having a bad day, I wrote about it. And I also got my other half to write the bloke's perspective.
All right, excellent stuff. Now, because there's a list here of how you can tell you're pregnant in the... changeable moods, feeling sick, being sick, feeling lightheaded, needing to go to the toilet a lot, having a heightened sense of smell, craving certain foods, having a metallic taste in your mouth, being exhausted yet having trouble sleeping. That's a hangover, love.
Confused the two.
Yeah, mate, well, and often the hangover means you are pregnant, Nick, because of what happened the night before. Now, the thing is, I mean, you've also got a range of baby clothes as well.
I know.
It's incredible. How did that come about?
Well, I had a meeting with Mothercare, and I wanted just to design something, anything in miniature is adorable, but something that was going to be pretty as well as practical.
Yeah, because I was approached by Mothercare as well.
Oh, really?
They asked me to leave the shop. They don't want a bloke who smells of beer hanging around a boy's clothes crying. I've seen my son now for 8 years. I'm so alone. Now, how'd you design these clothes then? How'd you come up with the designs for the clothes? What'd you do?
At the moment, it's just something that at 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm in the middle of the night feed that I can literally do one-handed while getting the bottle ready. It's just something that's practical, but at the same time works for mums.
But you'd like take designs of the sort of clothes you like and get...
I did bring one of my dresses in and said, could you make this but 20 times smaller in red?
Because I wanted to give you a little baby. It's such a pleasure to have you back on the show. We've got 2 return visits and a rematch coming up. It's such a pleasure having the show. I've got a little gift for little Ava.
Oh.
And I took my inspiration from the... basically, I shrunk down my clothes and I've got a little baby grow for little baby Ava. There you go. There you go, Myleene.
I love that!
My gift to you, Myleene Klass, ladies and gentlemen.